You have the privilege of having a very unique, very talented individual that has spent the weekend in your community, in your city, to be able to be acknowledged as Alumni of the Year. And I, right now, present David Fulcher.
Thank you. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my Lord and my Savior for giving me another day on this earth, an opportunity to step up and do what I love to do. And not only that, I've been blessed to have three of my best friends with me on this trip: my son David Jr., my daughter Kayla, and my best friend, and keeps me grounded, my wife Judy. Thank you for coming. You know, Walter Camp, 1985 when I came out of college, and as Tom said, the trip from Phoenix, Arizona to Connecticut was a shock to me. I'm born and raised in Los Angeles, 75, 80-degree weather. Go to school in Tempe, Phoenix, 95, 117. And on this day that I came to Connecticut, no one informed me what the weather was. So I'm feeling pretty warm in Phoenix, and so I had a pair of flip-flops on, a pair of weightlifting pants, they call Zuba pants, and a golf shirt. And inside my travel bag, I had another similar outfit. And as I was getting on the plane to Connecticut, I saw some of the people on the plane give me this funny look, and I'm thinking, you know, I'm boarding the plane just like you guys are. I should be okay. But they were looking at me, and I had no idea until I pulled up to the runway, and they opened up the gate, and I felt that, you know, as we call it, the Hulk, the air come out from underneath the bottom of that door into that plane, and failed to realize that it was like 20 degrees outside. And I saw Tom, and he's waving, and he's got his little David Fulcher sign up, and all I thought about was finding the car, getting to the car because it was too cold. And Tom looked at me and he said, "Well, didn't anybody inform you about the weather?" I said, "No, Arizona State, it's hot down there. We're not concerned about the weather." So as I got on with Tom and got into the car and got here, I think I did not want to come out of the hotel room for a while, but I know I had something to do. And Walter Camp made me feel like a family member and provided me a few warm clothes for the weekend. So thank you, Walter Camp, 85 many years ago. But I mean, my purpose of being here, you know, I'm humbled to receive this award, as John said, and you know, as an alumni, and I think I represent every alumni standing here and sitting here. And leave it to Tom. You want me to speed up, Tom? Okay. For me, you know, 12 years ago, my family was hit with a devastating disease in our family. My wife, Judy, was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis 12 years ago. And from that time of that illness hitting my wife, my entire family, and the way we approach this, we approach it that not only does Judy have it, we all have it. So when she feels bad, we all feel bad. And we try to make our feelings felt and appreciated. But the one thing that my wife has taught me in her 12 years of having MS is that, you know, she has a disease, but the disease does not have her. And that's how we, thank you. And that's how we approach life daily. I started my foundation, the David Fulcher Foundation, benefiting multiple sclerosis, trying to find a cure. And we weren't raising a whole lot of monies to find a cure because obviously the cure isn't there. But there are medicines and equipments and things that have benefited those people that are in needs. So we decided about 7 years ago to change our focus. And our focus was to help those families that are in need. Wheelchairs, ramps, medicines, food. You know, we've adopted a few families that we take some of the monies that we raise and provide for them the best way that we can with everyday needs for them. And as an alumni, and I'd say this to the All-Americans behind me, you know, I think John said it as clear as could be said. You know, we have an obligation. You know, in college, I was a 3-time All-American my last year in college, and I can remember a bunch of All-American teams that I was a part of. And I'm not just saying it because I'm here, but one stood out to me. In the last 6 or 7 years that I've been here as an alumni coming back, you know, everybody likes to receive as much as they can, but it takes a dedicated human being to give back, to give. You know, 8 years in the National Football League, you know, I was, you know, knocking people around and doing things and flying to the football, and I was told I should have never played in the National Football League because I was too big to play safety. And I believe that Arthur and I was talking this morning at the Breakfast of Champions, and when I stood up and they introduced me as a safety, and I stood next to him, and he's a defensive lineman, and they go, "Are you kidding me?" But there was something that was inside of me ever since I started playing football, is I was never told, when people told me that I couldn't make it, growing up in the streets of Los Angeles, when I was told that I would never amount to be anything, all I asked for then was an opportunity. And I say to you young guys who are going to come to the NFL, there's only one way to play football. You play it from the heart. When you play it from the pocket, you're going to end up places that you don't want to be. I played against John in college at Arizona State, and he was at Stanford. Played against John in the Cincinnati Bengals, and he was at the Broncos. A lot of these guys, I remember Hugh playing. I remember a lot of guys that have played. I've watched Colt. My family loves you. My son is an Alabama guy, but that's okay. But we play the game because we love it. And for you young guys, the money's going to be there, but the opportunity to play this game, if you play it from the heart and you dedicate yourself to the game, that's what alumni and Walter Camp means to me. I'm here because I love being here. I enjoy the relationship that I have built over the years with the Walter Camp alumni, the Walter Camp Foundation, the past and the current president, all the guys that make this place, and the ladies, everyone that makes this foundation special. And what makes it special for me, obviously, again, is that I have my 2 kids here with me today to see. You know, my son was 2 years old when I retired. My daughter had never seen her dad play. But I always want to show my kids how to be respectful, how to enjoy things that you do. My daughter's a softball player in high school. My son's a football player in high school. And someday, Mr. Butler and son, I hope to have my son standing up here one day as a Walter Camp All-American. As an alumni, thank you. As an alumni, I want to thank Walter Camp for allowing me to be a part of this program, and hopefully more years to come that I can be associated with this program, because this is family. You know, this is a family that you definitely want to be a part of. And don't hesitate to call on any one of us, because I know Walter Camp will be there for you. Thank you.